Hi and welcome. My name is Chantelle and here we are on the southwest corner of Grand Cayman, so island in the Caribbean Sea, as you can see out in front. Today we'll offer a grounding and calming practice, spending some time sitting down, eventually standing up a little bit before returning back to the floor again. A lot of movements to help open through the side edges of the body, helping to increase breath and a feeling of brightness. And we'll also add on visualizations of the breath for both our beginning meditation and also the closing Shavasana meditation at the end. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. We'll start here in a comfortable seated position. I'm starting in Sukhasana, which is easy pose, so the legs are crossed gently. I have a block underneath the hips to help lift up a little bit. That way the pelvis can tilt enough that it feels like the spine can rise up tall with a lot of space to grow and reach without so much of a strain through the knees or the thighs. So if you like to slide in a little extra bolster or a block underneath you, find your seat. Take a moment to find your seat now. Then we'll start with the palms facing down onto the legs. Instead of over forward by the knees, try a little bit closer back onto the thighs themselves. There's a slight little pressure of the palms down onto the thighs. You can follow that downward movement through the elbows and even the shoulder blades, almost like a slight little mini cobra. That downward pressure of stability can help you then to lift up gently tall through the chest and follow it all the way up through the crown of the head, reaching high. Take an inhale here through the nose, shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears, and then find that contrast on your exhale, a sigh out, and the shoulders can relax down. Let's try that again. Inhaling that little extra lift through your ears, through your shoulders, and exhale that little pressure down. One more time through there, lifting up tall. So the contrast, and then relaxing down at the same time you sigh. Let your eyes close and follow that downward motion of your eyelids dropping down, the shoulder blades releasing down into your back, that gentle heaviness down through your elbows and the palms pressing onto the thighs. Even that gentle pressure down of your sit bones through your crop into the floor. From here we'll add on a visualization of your breath. Imagine that as you sip in air, it's actually rising up from the ground and coming in through your legs and your hips to fill up your lower belly. Send the exhale back down through the ground again, so we're turning back to the earth. On the inhale, imagine a nourishing breath full of stability and grounded quality, drawing up through your bones, your lower body. And exhaling, that breath gets gently pressed back into the floor again. As you take that cycle a few more times, not only on your inhale are you feeling the energy of the earth, taking it into you, but also on your exhale, the earth is almost feeling your presence. A bit of, yes, I'm here. This is a spot I've carved out time to practice in for the next few minutes. Take one more from there, inhaling up, imagining it again gets absorbed into your bones of the lower body. And the next exhale is that final little return. It's a sigh out through your mouth once more. Acknowledge any difference in feeling or sensation just after those first few moments. And then we'll switch from here so that now your palms face up on your legs. Change the visualization, so on your inhale, it's almost like the air comes in right through the crown of your head, so from the freshness of the sky filling up your lungs. And then the exhale gets sent back up, out again, through the crown. So breathing in, filling the lungs, so there's a lift of your ribs up and above the hips. Keeping that height on your exhale, breathing out. Breathing in the feeling of freshness, renewal. And as your exhale leaves the body, can you feel almost a weight leaving off of your shoulders? Clearing through it also worries from the mind. And one more time from there, taking in the fresh breeze around you, turning it into air and breath. On the exhale, sending that air back out into the breeze again. Last time again can be a little sigh out through your mouth, a little bit of letting go. And then throughout the rest of the practice, let's continue connecting those two feelings together. Steady and sturdy, the ground has already felt your presence. Inhaling so that there's a feeling of taking in air and spaciousness and finding that space inside your body. To link those together, let's try a few cycles through sun breaths. If you start your palms together at the center of the chest, the gentle pressure of your palms helps to widen your elbows, a physical change of broadening through your collarbones. But there's also that stability and sturdiness of, yes, I'm here and present. As you inhale, swing your arms down, stretching wide through your fingers like you lift and stretch through your ribs. Exhale, let it go out and wide so you feel all that air and space around you before returning back again to the center of the heart. And breathing in, swinging your arms out wide and tall. Here's your open canvas, the space to move. And then returning back again to the center of the chest. One more time, lifting up high and tall, a big full lift. Keeping the rib cage high and full of all of that open air and space as you return the palms back to the chest. This time add on a lateral stretch. Let your right hand come down towards the floor a little bit off to the side. Swing and lift your left arm up high and tall, and then start to lean your way a little bit over to the side while you keep your left sit bone pressing down and sturdy into the floor, almost like it was your back foot if we were, say, in Warrior 2 or Triangle Pose. Your bottom shoulder, your right shoulder is there for support. Roll it a little bit deeper onto your back so your hand is helping you to feel even more lifted, even as you reach and walk your way over a little bit towards the floor. As you breathe in, lean back a little bit extra, rolling back through the shoulders, maybe lifting the eyes if it feels comfortable through the neck. And then exhaling, turning your way just a little bit down towards the floor. Left sit bone stays grounded the whole time as you continue this opening out into air and space. And then feeling the back body open. One more time to lean back that little bit extra. And even here, try reaching through the crown of your head. So even the palate at the roof of your mouth reaches, and all the little bones and muscles through your neck are participating in the length and the opening of more space. Then slowly from there, press into your hips, lifting up tall. Let your hands relax down onto your legs again. Inhale, roll through your shoulders. Exhale, let your shoulders relax down. And see if you notice a difference between one side and the other. Maybe a bright feeling of energy, or more dense on one side, more open and spacious. Try for the other side, left hand. Walk this way over to the side, while your shoulder blade stays nice and deep onto your back, almost like it's a helping hand behind, helping to lift your chest up from underneath. Right hip presses down as if it's the back leg in a standing pose. Right arm lifts up high and tall. Stretch and reach and notice the first sensations that come up. Maybe it's through the intercostal muscles, through the side edges of your ribs, or a little bit even the front of your belly. And then try the little pulsing and movement, almost like you're moving through cat and cow. So on the exhale, there's that little bit of rounding in. And then breathing in that little bit of extra leaning back. So exhaling, rounding in. Can you feel your back body open? And then breathing in, lean back into the support of your back body to help you feel open in the front. Right, so the next time you reach tall here, let's pause and hold. Back shoulder rolls down deep, right sit bone stays grounded, and then here we go. It's even the crown of the head, the palate of the roof of the mouth that reaches and opens. And then pressing up gently into your hips almost more as you lift up tall. Letting the hands rest down on the legs, inhaling the shoulders lift. Exhale, the shoulders slide down the back. And as we pause here, watch the body realign into its new shape. Even after just a first few minutes of noticing and observing the breath, making these little conscious changes to your postures, what is opening up already? Let's release from here out of the seated position. So if you had a block or a prop underneath, you can move that over off to the side. Those hands and knees. Fingers spread out nice and wide underneath. There you go, the hips are sturdy and stable. Take your left leg out to the side with your knee bent, and as you circle around, you're helping to create some maybe more space and room inside the joint of your hip. At the same time, try to keep your fingers spread wide and your arms straight and strong, so there's stability other places, allowing then the hip to move in those figure eights or big circles. Stretch your left leg out straight to the floor and lift the arch of the foot a little bit, the toes pointing forward. Again, it almost feels like that back leg if you were, say, in Warrior 2. Let's add on the cat-cow movement again from here. As you breathe in, send your sit bones back, chest forward, drawing the shoulder blades nice and deep. Exhaling, round your back all the way, even relax your neck. As you breathe in, open out wide through the collarbones and even feel that left inner thigh lift and spread back behind. Exhaling, wrapping under, the fingers press firm. Breathing in, there's the lift and opening, inner thigh as well as collarbones. And exhaling all the way underneath, feeling that stability of the ground underneath your fingers. After the next time you reach forward, we'll pause there for a moment. Steady up through your right hand. Lift and rise up through your left arm. Check that the shoulders can roll their way a little bit deeper onto your back, and then this will be the breath in. Leaning back so you have more space to open, expand through the lungs. On the exhale, take this left arm all the way underneath, bending the right elbow slightly. The left foot and the left hand reach far away from each other for a twist. Breathing in, let's press into the floor to create the structure to lift up and lean back on top of. Exhaling, reaching all the way underneath until you're empty in the lungs. Breathing in, rising up tall with stability, leaning into the strength that's there in your back already. And exhaling with some purpose. The belly, navel drawing in and out on your exhale. One more time, reach it up all the way tall. Lifting up and leaning back. Then bring both hands down to the ground. Take the left foot from the side, swing it all the way around behind you so it moves over off to the right. Toes curl under, heel presses back so there's a little bit of length. Check that the shoulders can again slide nice and deep into your back so there's room on all the different sides of your neck. And then looking over your shoulder as if you're kind of chasing your tail, eyes look over your right shoulder towards your left foot. As you breathe in, see if you can feel the side edges of your ribs expand and open on the left side. And exhale, navel draws in and up towards the spine. Right, return both knees down to the ground, steady underneath. Try puppy pose here on tented fingertips. Walk out far through your arms, keeping your forearms lifted, shoulder blades moving into your upper back muscles as you let your chest and maybe even your forehead relax down towards the ground. Check to see if you notice a difference again between one side of the waistline and the other. So creating more space and room. And noticing those changes that you make in the pauses in between the postures. Hands walk their way back up underneath when you're ready, and we'll move over to the other side. Sturdy up through your fingers, you've got that steady base. Again, not only can you feel the stability of the ground underneath you, your fingers press down so it's almost like the earth underneath feels your stability as well. Right leg this time. Knee bends out to the side. Maybe start off with circles, moving through figure eights, keeping the arms straight and strong. And then right leg extends all the way out to the side, lifting a little bit at the arch of the foot, the toes pointing straight forward. Add on again the movements of cat and cow, exhaling, rounding underneath. And breathing in, open up through the right inner thigh, just like the collarbones broaden going forward. Exhaling, fingertips firm to protect your wrists. And then after emptying, here you go. You have all that space to take in the fresh air and turn it into your breath. Great, one more time, reaching forward. Now we'll add on those lifting twists again. Sturdy up through the left arm. Right arm rises up high and tall. So here it is, your inhale, leaning into the strength that's there already to help you open and expand. Exhaling, the right arm reaches underneath. Imagine fingers and toes reaching as far away from each other as possible. Left arm bends just a little bit. And then you can match it with the movement of your breath. opening up, creating more room, consciously sipping air in. Exhaling, reaching all the way underneath, navel to the spine. Your fingers here can follow your eyes, or the other way around, your eyes follow your fingers. Another nice one to do is to close the eyes even. So you don't necessarily need to see the floor or the wall, the ceiling moving and changing. Start to develop also your sense of proprioception. Can you tell where the ground is underneath you? Can you tell where the air is above you, where the sky is as you open? And then next time we'll bring both hands back down and steady. Giving the right side of the body a chance to open. One more time. Take the right leg, swing it all the way around back behind you till it finds the left side. Curl the toes under. Press the legs straight. A little bit of action back through the heel. Then especially that right shoulder draws a little bit deeper underneath. As you breathe in, lengthen through the side of the right body. And on the exhale, you can look a little bit deeper over towards your shoulder. Coming back down again, knees to the floor. So finding your way back down to sitting down on the ground. Clear and steady through your sit bones. So in order to find that, you might even use your hands. Clear your glutes out of the way slightly. That way you get a feeling of your two sit bones pressing into the ground, like we just found the feet in the standing posture. Pressing firm through the floor, the knees can bend slightly, but watch the feet are still flexed and active, so there's a sense of still being strong, like that little memory from the goddess pose, the squat that we just came from. Then from here, bring your right leg up to bend. Again, the foot plants down to the floor with that sturdiness that you found in the standing posture. The left leg still long and strong with action moving all the way out through your heel. Fingers can come interlace on your shin. So as you hug a little bit with your strong arms, you're helping to tilt from your pelvis and find all the natural curves of your spine return again. From here, let's take the right fingertips. Turn them around a little bit, prop back behind you. So the hand behind the shoulder blade is helping to lift your chest from underneath. Then try with 3 breaths, keeping your left arm rising up tall to the sky. Left leg strong, right foot standing. As you breathe in, press into those places of stability to help you lift the ribs up and out of the hips. On your exhale, twist with just the very strength in your center without using your arm for leverage just yet. Breathing in, there's that pressure down through your 2 sit bones. Again, they're your feet standing tall. And the exhale comes from just the very center of your belly, a little rotation. You've done this for a few breaths already, so maybe the right hand is ready to walk a little farther back behind. And now as you bring your left arm down, we can use it as a partner. So crook of your elbow can come to your shin. A little bit deeper the forearm, pressing against the side of your thigh to rotate. Either way, find the spot where you feel like there's still wide open space across the collarbones. You're using your limbs to help, but there's also just that very central channel, belly moving as you breathe. Sitting taller through the crown of your head, even that palate at the roof of the mouth lifts. A little bit of exhale, turn. You can even start to take your eyes over your shoulder. And even as your gaze turns towards the back, left foot is still firm and steady, heel kicks out. And then slowly returning back through the center. Let your right knee open a little bit out to the side. It almost looks like tree pose sitting down. This is called Janu Shirshasana. As you inhale, rise up tall through your arms, helping to uplift through the side edges of your waistline, through the ribs that we opened up so much in the class. And on your exhale, don't be afraid to bend your left leg as much as you need to. So that way as you fold down, there's, yes, a stretch in the hamstrings, but not a strain. And the same, we're able to open up the back without straining at all. Reaching down, your thumbs can massage onto the tops of your feet. Use your fingers to help spread open through the bottoms of the feet, opening up those muscles that might have gotten a little tight from the standing postures, just like we open up other areas of the back or the hips. And then lifting up tall, extend out through both of the legs. Take your hands a little bit back behind, Roll back through your shoulders, firm through your fingers in an incline plank pose. Press through your fingertips, press the toes down. Let your chest lift up high and full through your arms, opening the front side of the body. Eyes can look slightly forward or slightly tall. And then exhaling again, returning down to sitting. Fingertips come a little closer to help you lift. And then other side. Left foot can bend in. Hands assisting on the front of your shin. Sit bones are there, steady and grounded. Right leg stable and firm. A few breaths where you can feel the natural curves of your spine return. I'll change direction as we twist. Left hand is the one that finds its way behind you. Fingers turn around. Maybe already here feeling the shoulder roll back, almost like from that incline plank pose, a little bit of open space across the inside of your arm and your chest. Right arm lifting tall. Let's try a few breaths here. So rising from all of that stability, plugging down through the ground, twisting just with your deep internal strength, Uddiyana Bandha, navel drawing in and up towards the spine. Another chance to find length and space. And then another chance to find that deep internal strength. Now as you're ready, the right arm will come down. Crook of the elbow can hug in from the shin. Upper arm pressing against the side of your thigh. If you're trying that, keep your hand active and firm, just like that right foot is active and firm. Every inhale, finding that little extra float. And on the exhale, rotating and turning from your torso, from your belly. Also maybe at the end, your shoulders or even your eyes. And then slowly back around through the center. Left knee opens out to the side, so it looks, again, like a sitting version of tree pose. Inhaling, swing your way up high and tall, bending the right leg as much as you need. So as you fold down, it's a welcome stretch without any strain. Thumbs massaging their way up onto the top of your foot. Fingers can work their way to spread open through the sole of the foot, the arch of the foot. And then lifting up tall, fold the right foot into match. So Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, letting the knees relax open. Use your hands on your shin, bending your elbows just a little bit. So your arms can help you to lift up tall through your chest, rising up through the center. Exhaling, lean back and let your head relax down. Moving almost like cat-cow, so that you're able to notice and feel maybe there's a difference now in how your spine moves in relationship to the other joints and muscles surrounding it, different from how you started the class. And then one more rising up tall. Ease back just a little bit so it's not so exaggerated. You find the natural curves of your spine and allow the eyes to close. As you take a few more slow, simple breaths, acknowledge again this sturdiness and connection to the ground. Your knees opening, your feet settling in, your hips grounded. Feeling that space above and around you. Okay. Taking in fresh air and breeze, turning it into breath, and then sending it back out again. From here, as we come down to close the practice, you can find your way down onto your back for Shavasana, letting the body find a natural and neutral place to rest. To again let the body realign, let all of the changes that you've made in your body and your attention, let them really get settled in deep to your cells. So folding the knees together, coming down, just easy to lay down on your back for a few moments. So once you've found your body laying down on the floor, see if there are any other little adjustments you can make so that you feel even more settled in and satisfied. Now we'll add in a visualization of your breath that's similar to the one that you did at the beginning of the class in this seated position. One of the wonderful reasons why we use visualizations is that it gives your attention a task and a purpose. So instead of following off through trains of thought that often come through the mind, we'll use the breath. So the beautiful part is there's always another breath over the horizon as an opportunity to once more link your attention to here and now. And so settling your body in, making any of those other final little adjustments. And now as you inhale, imagine that breath actually rises up from the ground and enters through the backside of your body. It comes in through the back of your heels and calves, your hips and shoulders, and even the back of your head. As you let that breath fill you up from the ground underneath, rising through you, it moves through your muscles and your bones. If the breath comes in from the ground, let it exhale and leave through the front side of your body, leaving through your skin, almost like your skin is porous, so that the breath floats away, almost like mist rising from a lake. So the breath coming in from the ground, moving through you, bringing with it relaxation, leaving through the front side of your body as you exhale, taking with it any burdens from your shoulders, from your mind. Breath rises up through you from the ground, and breath moves through you, leaving through the front side of your body, like mist rising off of a lake. And then if you're finding this visualization useful, feel free to continue it for the next few minutes. Again, giving your attention a task as a way to stay present, a little bit of meditation. You might find the visualization so effective, it really coaxes you into relaxation so much you can let it drift away, just like that next exhaling breath. Enjoy your time here on the ground, having that sacred moment of pause and rest, relaxation. Letting the body heal and realign on its own. As you're ready to rise up again, slowly begin to deepen your breath and notice this unique spot that you're in, between the earth, between the sky, full of perhaps now a brighter and refreshed energy than when you first got started. Take a few moments to pause and offer blessings of gratitude and peace for any of those little moments of insight or clarity that might come up from now, after you're coming out of that last pose of relaxation, or maybe from those little moments of insight or clarity from the class itself. And then taking this new refreshed energy, these new insights with you throughout the rest of your day. Namaste.